comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
If you know what this feels like and sounds like, well, I think it's about time to get your hands on your very own Gandalf bat. Every single bat has its own special personal touch. Whether it be your name, your team color, your own specs, or even your team logo. You just tell me what you want, and it goes on the bat.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Whether you're dreaming about a full home remodel, adding extra space for a growing family, upgrading your doors and windows, building the perfect deck, or customizing your home from the ground up, Flory Contracting has you covered. Backed by experience, driven by quality, and fueled by a passion for craftsmanship, the team at Flory Contracting is known for being reliable, local, and experienced. Ready to bring your vision to life? Call Chase Flory at 317-474-7826 to schedule your free consultation today. Flory Contracting, where your home is built on trust and skill.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And welcome here to Center Grove High School's baseball stadium. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you as we are having our senior night recognition has just begun. So we're going to pause ourselves and let you be able to hear the PA announcer as he announced, and they're starting with Gannon Grant.
All-County Team 10th and 11th grade, Pitcher of the Year and Most Valuable Player 2025. Won the Trojan Academic Award 22, 23, and 24, and plans to attend the University of Tennessee to play baseball and to study business. Gannon Grant. Next player, number 2, Eric McAtee. Eric is escorted by Cindy and Brian McAtee. Eric has played baseball all 4 years with Center Grove. Eric has maintained a GPA greater than 3.5, and he will be studying business and playing baseball at St. Xavier University. Eric McAtee. Next senior, number 3, Reed Sawa. Reed is escorted by Nikki and Steve Sawa. Reed has played baseball for 4 years, is a part of SALT Student Athlete Leadership Team, is a team member of the Johnson County Champions, Sectional Champions, and Regional Champions for Center Grove, academic All-Trojan Athlete recipient, graduating magna cum laude honors associate degree from Vincennes in the early college program. He will continue his athletic and academic career at Indiana Wesleyan University, studying finance and playing baseball. Reed Sawa. Number 4, Kristen Yerman. Kristen is escorted by Mike and Ginger Yerman. Kristen has played baseball all 4 years and was a member of the Bible Club. He was an academic All-Trojan Athlete Gold Glove 2025, part of the honors program and the early college associate degree. Kristen will be attending Indiana Wesleyan, majoring in political science and pre-law. Kristen Yerman. Kellen is escorted by Rob, Chrissy Thompson, and family. He has played baseball for 4 years and basketball for 3. He was a 3-year member of SALT, the Student Athletic Leadership Team, All-County in baseball in 2024 and 25, All-County Honorable Mention in basketball in 2025, 23, 24, 25 Academic All-Trojan Athlete Award, summa cum laude academic honors from Vincennes University, and will receive an associate's degree from Vincennes upon graduation. Kellen plans to play baseball at Ball State University and major in business administration. Kellen Thompson. Number 13, Gavin Moore. Gavin is escorted by Todd and Amy Moore. Gavin has played baseball all 4 years for Center Grove, and post-graduation he plans to attend Tracy. Ladies and gentlemen, Gavin Moore. Next up, number 14, Ryan Sullivan. Ryan is escorted by Dan and Tracy Sullivan. Ryan participated in baseball for all 4 years of his school career, and he is a member of SALT. It's freshman baseball MVP, academic all-Trojan athlete for 23, 24, and 25. He plans to attend Central Michigan University to study business management. Ryan Sullivan. Number 15, Joel Tracy. Joel is escorted by Jeff and Jennifer Tracy. Joel has played baseball all 4 years of his career at Center Grove, part of the Johnson County champions in 25-26, sectional and regional champions in 2025. Academic all-Trojan athlete in the years 23, 24, and 25. Joel will be playing baseball at Southwestern Illinois College studying business or engineering. Joel Tracy. Number 18, Hayden Peppelman. Hayden is escorted by Ryan and Laura Peppelman. He played baseball all 4 years of his career at Center Grove, part of the Center Grove Singers Varsity Choir, part of Shaboom A Cappella Group, National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, Tri-Music Honor Society, and multiple Christian Bible study groups. He's carried a 4.06 GPA to obtain an academic honors diploma, and the company manager of CG Singers Choir. He'll be attending St. Xavier University in Chicago to study finance accounting and play baseball. Hayden Peppelman. Number 19, Chase McNulty. Chase is escorted by Kevin and Annie McNulty. Chase has played baseball all 4 years of his high school career. He plans to attend Anderson University to play baseball and study engineering. Chase McNulty. Number 20, Andrew Murphy. Andrew is escorted by his mother Jamie and his brother Aiden. Andrew has played baseball all 4 years of his career at Center Grove High School. And he plans to attend the University of Kokomo to play baseball. Andrew Murphy. Number 26, Hudson Stewart. Hudson is escorted by Chad and Allison Stewart. As a freshman, Hudson was part of the Center Grove football team. Additionally, he has been a 4-year member of the Center Grove baseball team. He's a part of the Bible Study Club. He's part of the All-District team and the Indy Star Player of the Week. Hudson has achieved academic honorable honors throughout his high school career, and Hudson will continue his academic and athletic career at the University of Dayton, where he will be playing baseball for the Flyers. Hudson Stewart. Last but certainly not least, team manager Mason Lee. Mason is escorted by Mickey and Melissa Lee. Mason played baseball his freshman year, has been a team photographer for 3 years. part of the publication staff member. Mason will be attending IU Indy to study finance. Mason Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your baseball players from the class of 2026. Please put your hands together one last time for these seniors and their families.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And welcome back here to Inside Lines Media. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you, as we have senior day here for the Cedar Grove Trojans, as this baseball team has been rolling with a 20-1 record on the season, as they have 12 seniors. Chris Clark on this team, and listening to these announcements of these different players, an incredible number of opportunities for these young men as they move into their college careers.
Yeah, it's great to see all the different avenues that all these players could take as they go forward here. Cool to see the travel kids out there tonight, too, as we get ready for the national anthem.
Our thanks to the Smalling Group for being our in-game broadcast sponsor tonight. So check out Lindsey Smalling and the Smalling Group. We're going to pause here and pay tribute to America with the playing of our national anthem.
As we honor this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran well, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I want to take this opportunity to recognize our full-fledged sponsors. First off, to Josh Smalling and Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company for being a season-long sponsor. Without Josh Smalling, these broadcasts would not be possible. Our thanks to them, as well as to Ferguson Excavation for being our all sorts, all size fits in one, whatever the expression is, for everything we do, both podcasting, broadcasting-wise, in Ferguson Excavation makes that possible for us, as well as Flory Contracting, and cannot forget Gandalf Bats as being our scoreboard sponsor this entire school year. Again, I'm Chris Wood, joined by Chris Clark. And Chris, as I mentioned there before the national anthem, we have 12 seniors on this team. And with sectionals just a few days away, it's a exciting time, but also a time that you definitely want to be fine-tuning a little bit as you get very close to next week.
You're right, Chris. This is a good time of year where it's always tough to stay focused. You've got the last week of school going on, seniors worrying about graduation parties and all those different things, and students trying to finish up their finals, some of them, if they haven't gotten those done already, and still trying to stay focused here, where the Trojans have 3 games in 3 days here before to wind out the regular season. So a big stretch of games here going into sectional.
Well, and you talk about that. They have Garing Classic scheduled for tomorrow night. I'll be shocked if that one happens with the rain that's supposed to be coming in. Mother Nature isn't always consistent. And then you have Silver Creek coming in here for a late scheduled game on Saturday at 11 a.m. And then the sectionals open on Wednesday. So we will see how that turns out. But again, that's less than a week away, so this is definitely fine-tuning time. Chris, looking ahead tonight, we get the opportunity of seeing Gannon Grant pitch, which is something we've had a chance to see 2 or 3 times together this year. And both times, I've seen him 3 times. You've seen him twice, I think.
Right.
Beyond impressive, both of those times. And it really, as much as this team can crank it offensively, I think it's going to come down to how well this team pitches and how far they get in the state tournament.
Yes, we know once you get to the state tournament, it's all about your pitching, pitching and timely hitting. So we'll see if the Trojans can figure that out tonight. They have a good opponent tonight in the University Trailblazers, coming in at 17-8, really playing up a weight class for them, but they fared very well so far this year. So this should be a good test for the Trojans as they get into their last couple of games of the regular season here.
Well, University is 9-3 on the road this year, and one of the stats that I always like to look at is scoring averages for teams and how that kind of distributes down through the different innings. And both of these teams average 10 runs throughout a game. So usually you see a discrepancy there. Even though the Trojans beat Franklin 17-1, they've definitely overpowered a number of teams. This is one of those situations where defense and the ability to hit the ball are going to be very important all around, not just one side of the game, but both sides tonight, I think.
Yes, I kind of expect University to come out here. Maybe they might try to play a little small ball. We've seen teams really struggle to hit Gannon early in the game, so we'll see how they do that tonight. See if they come out, maybe put a little pressure on, maybe drop a bunt or 2, try to move a runner over, maybe take some pitches early in the count, see if they can get Gannon to fall behind the count. But
speaking of lineup, if you'll do me a favor, Chris, and run through the University Trailblazers batting lineup for us real quick, as Gannon Grant's the one to be most appreciative.
I will do that here. Leading off for the Trailblazers tonight, number 7, Ryan Castetter will be in center field. Oliver Kingery, number 6, is at second base. Beckett Suh, number 12, at shortstop. Number 10, Cooper Carmack doing the pitching. Number 9, Philip Jacobs in right field. Finn Steiner, number 31, at third base. At first base is David Gasper, number 15. In left field, number 4, Quinn Green. Number 5, Ethan Cutsinger is the DH. And then Sterling Davis will be the one that's DH for tonight. Number 17 will be the catcher for the Trailblazers.
And really quick, try to get as much of that Trojan defensive lineup where they are out on the field, if you could, real quick.
Yep,
just
and Trojans for defense, we'll see Drake McClurg in center field, Liam Delp at second base, Grady Grant at short, Gannon pitching, Hudson Stewart in left, Tristan Yerman doing the catching, Joel Tracy at first, Emerson Haver at third, and Reed Sawa in right field. So we're about ready to play ball here. We got through the senior night festivities, and it's a beautiful night again. A little bit of breezy tonight, but still a great night for baseball, especially after the weather we've had the last couple of days.
So here's the first pitch to Castetter, and that's a swing and a miss for a strike.
Gannon's ready to go. That was a fast ball, man.
His breaking ball, to me, is probably the most impressive pitch that I've seen. I mean, that heat's there with that fastball, but his breaking ball breaks at that last second.
I agree with you. The deadly combination. That's why we've seen so many scouts all season here.
This is true. No balls, 2 strikes.
There's a breaking
on the
ball.
Outside corner. First out of the game, already recorded there on 3 straight pitches.
Fastball, breaking ball. That's what we just talked about. And Castetter did go up there swinging. He swung the first 2 pitches, so it looks like University's talked about trying to be aggressive. We'll see what Kingery does here for the Trailblazers.
Kingery batting .425 on the season and 22 RBIs, 2 triples and 4 doubles this season for Kingery. That first pitch is a strike, so 4 straight strikes. And here's a line drive out to right field, and that's caught out there by Sawa for the second out. So 5 pitches, 2 outs.
The Trailblazers were aggressive there. That's a nice swing by Kingery. Hit a nice solid line drive, but right at Reed in right field. Beckett Suh steps in now, first left-handed hitter we've seen tonight. And there's a breaking ball right down the middle, strike 1.
Yeah, Suh, the senior, 7 home runs on the year, 11 doubles, 43 RBIs. Clearly the leader of this team in RBIs, so he's a name you got to be looking out for. But it's been strike so far for Gannon Grant. No balls, 2 strikes here for Suh right off the bat. 7 total pitches here by Gannon Grant in this inning. And that was a tad inside. There's the first ball of the night. Record that one, Chris. That might, if he continues to pitch like he is, that might be the one we have today.
That was
sarcasm.
I was going to
there.
say he had a chance to get out of the inning with no non-strikes, but
Foul tipped well out into the parking lot.
when I got here tonight, the only spots were the ones right by the fence, so I just decided to go ahead and park all the way back by the STEM Center there.
Wise choice. This one
fair
is
ball.
fair ball. Just on inside there by Sun. He's going to round first, go to second, slides into second for a double. So Sugg gets a hold of that one and cranks that just inside the first base and gets a double out of it.
Pitcher number 10, Cooper Kemet.
Kamek, a senior, 392 average, 32 RBIs on the year. So this is where he's going to try to get in here. And we talked about how this Trailblazer team can score, and if they can get the big lead here right off the bat here, get a couple runs, that is a great start for the Trailblazers against a team like Center Grove, who's ranked number 1 in the state. To Haver at third. Haver scoops it up, gets it over to Tracy, and 4 batters faced, 3 out at the plate. And just like that, the Trojans getting ready to come up here to bottom of the first inning. You are watching the Center Grove baseball here on Inside the Lines Media. When it comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
Shortstop number 6, Brady Brent.
And welcome back here to Center Grove's Baseball Stadium. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you, and Cooper Kamek is the pitcher today's game. And to give you some information about Cooper Kamek as a pitcher, he's faced 114 batters, 28 innings altogether, 23 strikes, 16 at base on balls, and a 3.75 ERA, a 2-2 record on the year, Chris. So good numbers, and he's going to have to be pitching really well tonight against this 4A Center Grove team to keep them in it, I feel like.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we don't have height anymore on our rosters, but I'll just tell you, Cooper is a big drink of water out there on the pitcher's
I'm
mound.
going to say 6'4", 6'5", maybe?
He's a tall dude there, so it's going to come in there humming against the Trojans. And we'll see what he's got, if he's got a breaking ball or if he sticks with most fastballs. As we've talked, Center Grove struggled a little bit a couple times this year with the breaking ball, so I'm sure University knows that, and he's thrown a couple here in the warm-up, so we'll see where we go from there. But we know the Trojans can put the bat on the ball, so we'll see if the Trailblazer defense is ready to go here early.
Well, that wind is blowing in from center field towards home plate, so it's not a...
That's kind of going backwards of what we're used to in this park.
Yeah. So it's I don't know if it's enough. If the ball gets cranked, it's going to keep it from getting out, but I think if it gets up in the air and that breeze is going, it could be enough to taper it from getting there. So up first for your Trojans will be none other than Drake McClurk, and our thanks to the Sir and McClure Group for sponsoring a number of games this week for us.
Cooper does have 23 strikeouts and 28 innings pitched, so he's going to come after hitters here.
First pitch was a ball.
Owen McClurk, he's gone to left field a lot this year. His left fielder's playing over in left center. A lot of room there if Drake can find one and drive it down the line. But now 3-0, I'm sure he's taken here.
Got a strike there. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I know Drake has a lot of power, but you said the wind's blowing in. The right fielder is about 2 steps from the fence. Base on balls right off the bat.
So McClure gets the first, which he does really, really well for this ball club. And when he gets there, he produces.
He won't be on first very long.
No, he'll be going pretty quick here. To give you an idea,
got a big lead at first right off the bat. Quick check.
McClure gets 13 of 13 in stolen base attempts this year. That is fantastic. He's been picked off a couple of times, but when he's stolen and gone to second or to third, he has been successful, obviously, every single time. Again, our thanks to Sir McClure Group for being our sponsor of this game. Last week of school. Little chopper is going to go. That's going to go fair. He's going to keep it. And in that situation, Steiner decided to field that and got the out. And Delp thought that ball had gone foul. But he made it to first no matter what. So runners on first and second for your Trojans. 1 out. Excuse me, he was out.
He was out.
I thought so, but finagling the base running on my scoreboard on the computer here, I missed it for a second. I don't have my producer extraordinaire today.
I think the third baseman did a nice job fielding that ball in fair territory. Stepped foul as he caught it, so it looked a little funky, but I think the umpire made the right call there. But McClure now on second base with 1 out and ball 1 there to Grady.
Grady Grant up to bat, of course. 1 ball, no strikes for him. Grady batting .345 with 23 RBIs on the year. Solid year at the plate for Grady. Continues to be, I think, one of the best shortstopsmen in the state from how he's played out there in that position defensively.
He's made some fantastic plays.
Strike in there. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count.
McClure getting a large lead there at second base, making the pitcher really check on him. There we go. Oh. Stopped and started. That ball's in the gap.
There's Grant way out to right center field, and it's going to bounce over the wall for an automatic double, and that's going to advance McClure home and put Grady Grant at second. So that was more of what I call a line drive there. They had that bounce there in that warning track area over the fence for a double.
That ball was stung straight into the teeth of the wind and bounced just short of the warning track and over the fence. And the Trojans are on the board early with another runner in scoring position. Really big chance to make this into a big inning here with Gannon Grant at the plate now.
Yeah, Grady Grant just picked up his 24th RBI of the year as a result of that. Gannon Grant, not too shabby at the plate either, Chris.
This Trojan lineup is just
380, 23 RBIs for him as well, just like his brother. 4 home runs, 5 doubles.
Pitches.
2 balls, no strikes.
So far, Cooper Carmack struggled really here with the breaking ball. All of his breaking balls have seemed to be up. The Trojans are able to lay off of it and look for a pitch that can hit.
That's outside. Ball 3. McClure gets back close. Almost gets it, but he had to get, Grant almost got picked off there in that quick throw.
Sterling Davis with a nice throw down, trying to.
And I shouldn't talk about our 12s, but your catchers played so well this past weekend. Strike in there for Gannon. 3 balls, 1 strike.
It's kind of fun to see when kids can throw runners out on the bases,
well,
no matter the age.
It also just shows the maturity in that position, how they've grown as a player. I mean, it's so exciting to watch. So, Gannon gets walked. So now runners on first and second for your Trojans with one out. And coming up is Hudson Stewart, the senior day here. Hudson.
Courtesy runner here at first base, maybe?
Yep, for the pitcher here. Question will be more, who will it be? And it's going to be Braylon Story, the sophomore, that comes in as that courtesy runner today.
Sterling Davis did a nice job going out there to check on Carmack a little bit, and now he's going to get the coach visit here. That's a couple of walks in the first inning. You can live with the hits, but giving up the free passes.
I mean, I'm just going to name three guys, but think how deadly this lineup is for the Trojans. Your 3 spot is Grady Grant, your 4 spot is Gannon Grant, and your 5 spot's Hudson Stewart. I mean, you're talking 7, 10, 18 home runs, and Huddy is the one that has the most with 8. So you get past that 3 and the 4, you get a couple of those guys on base. This is where Hudson salivates. It's like a ribeye steak out there ready to be taken by someone.
Big chance here for the Trojans to really put a lot of pressure on University here in the first inning. Carmack really has to buckle down here for the Trailblazers.
Pitch inside, strike 1.
And I believe that's the first pitch strike he's thrown other than the ground out Liam Delp had on his first pitch.
High and inside, it looked like. Inside Alliance Media, not only available on the IHSA Champions Network, but also on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and also now X. Check us out on all those platforms. Great steal there, and that air on that throw.
That's a tough play for Cooper Carmack there. They had the runner picked off on a timing play, and he turned to throw it, and he threw it into center field and let 2 runners move up into scoring position, and they could have had 1 on with 2 outs. Instead, they got 2 in scoring position. So that'll be an E1.
Yep. This is high and foul by Hudson. If the goal was to hit the moon, he came close. That thing went up forever. But it's out of bounds, out foul, down by the bullpen on the first base side. So runners on second and third, still just 1 out. Hudson Stewart at the bat. The pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now at 2-2, we'll see if University goes after Stewart, or if they pitch around him and try to see if they can get Yerman to hit into a double play or a fielder's choice.
There's the pitch.
They stick with it. That's going to drop.
Stewart, that's going to drop into left field there. Here comes 1. There's going to be 2. Stewart's going for 2. He's going 3. Nope, he's going to hold up at 2 there, but he brings 2 more in. 2 RBI double for Hudson Stewart. Great start for him on senior day as well, Chris.
Well, nice job there. 2-strike approach, just driving the ball to the opposite field. The left fielder was well over in their left center, and that was an easy double, driving in 2. And the Trojans have 3 in the first. And that just shows you walks come back to hurt you. Both Trojan batters that have walked so far have scored.
So I think the guy who is kind of the rubber cement for this team when it comes to working with the pitchers, and you want that from your catchers, Tristan Yerman,
Well, he's just been absolutely fantastic behind the plate this year. He's not been too bad at the plate either.
And I can't say, I'm looking at stats here, I can't say he has played every pitch in that catching position. I don't have that stat. But he's pretty stinking close to it. And Yerman gets that into center field. It drops, and he's going to get another one. So here's another RBI. Now it's 4-0 with Yerman on first as he gets Stewart in. And 4-0 right off the bat here. We're going to have a courtesy runner here for Tristan Yerman, and that is going to be Jackson Burnett coming in for that courtesy runner role.
Well, 4 runs on 3 hits in the first inning for the Trojans. That's pretty efficient. Like we said, a couple of free passes have come around to score. And Carmack not being close to the zone early in the counts have cost them so far.
So we talked so much about that top half of the lineup, Chris. We've already seen Yerman have success. Tracy's had a huge success this year. It's really 1 through 9. You talk about a lot of teams, it's 1 through 3, 1 through 4, somewhere like that. Then you see a big drop. This Trojan team, a lot of these guys, they're anywhere else, they'd be 1 through 3. First pitch inside on the corner there for a strike. Our thanks to anyone out there watching this broadcast of Inside the Lines Media. We know you have choices, and we appreciate you checking us out.
Big lead at first. Snap throw.
And Burdett just skips back there versus the head first slide.
As a coach, that little skip back always makes me nervous, man. Slide back. That's your chance to practice it. Work on your dive. Let's not make it any closer than we need to.
That pitch is outside. With the netting here, it was hard for me to see, but
Carmack already up to 20 pitches here in the first inning with just 1 out.
did Tracy try to show bunt there? No, he did not. There's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So Stewart had 2 strikes. That was because of a foul ball. These are 2 strikes by pitches by Kamek. And a swing and a miss.
Nice
and
breaking ball there for out number 2.
Tracy will go down for out number 2, as Chris just said.
Third baseman, number 12.
So right now it's icing on the cake for your Trojans being up 4-0 here in this first inning, with Emerson Haver up next.
I'll tell you what, that's a huge lead at first base, and Davis took a look on the back pick again. Anytime a runner gets both feet past the cut, that one makes me nervous. Right over my head.
No canopy today.
No
with the
canopy
breeze up
today.
here. And I probably shouldn't tell you I lost where it was at.
You what?
I lost where it was at.
Oh,
So.
did you? I mean, that was over my head.
1 ball, 1 strike here for Haver. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2.
So we've seen Carmack have a little bit of success here with the last 2 batters getting ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. As you said, got ahead in the count there. But Trojans leave 1, but they score 4. So after 1, Trojans 4, Trailblazers 0. You're watching Center Grove Baseball here on Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And welcome back here to Center Grove's High School Baseball Stadium. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you. We appreciate all those watching out there. Our thanks to our in-game sponsor today, Sir and McClure Group, Wealth Management. Check them out. I will be honest and tell you I use them myself, and the return on what's been successful talking to Eric McClure over the last 2 years for me is night and day on what I ever anticipated compared to what I had previously. So check out Sir and McClure Group. Also, our thanks to Ferguson Excavation, Flory Contracting, and Gandalf Bats, as well as our season-long sponsor. As I've said before, this would not be possible. And also our Player of the Game sponsor, Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company, which will have the player game identified at the end of this game.
Right fielder, number 9, Philip Jacobs.
So the Trailblazers really need to get something going here in the second inning after giving up 4 in the first, but Gannon Grant back on the hill after only throwing 12 pitches in the first inning.
Philip Jacobs up, the senior, 348, 31 RBIs. So if he had somebody on base right now, he'd be salivating. But right now, being the beginning of the inning, Chris, it's all up to him to get on base here.
Well, he tried to bunt there on the first pitch, trying to get on base. But that was foul. There's strike 2. Oh, my goodness. There's that vicious breaking ball.
0-2 count with that great pitch there by Grant. And our scoreboard says 3 outs because we're connected to the Center Grove scoreboard. And they had 3 outs on there. So now it's down to 0. They need to realize they got to cycle back up to 1 out after that strikeout by Gannon Grant that he got there for his second strikeout of the game.
Started both innings with a strikeout.
Inside corner for a ball. For the Trailblazers, Finn Steiner is up. Steiner batting .315 on the year.
Gannon doesn't mess around, man. He gets that ball back and gets right back up on the hill, and he's ready to go.
Yeah, he and Kellen Thompson both were really quick at that. I think that's one of those things we're going to be talking about as this team approaches sectionals and how far they can get. Is losing Kellen Thompson is that second really strong, consistent pitcher. How does that impact this ball club? Because obviously it can't be Gannon Grant doing all of it. You've got other guys that can play really well, but there's been some inconsistent times for some of those pitchers.
Well, they've been on a roll lately and winning a lot of games. It's given up very few runs. There's another strikeout.
So that's Grant's third strikeout of the game as Steiner goes down quickly. Up next is David Gasper, and Gasper batting .208 on the year. 1 home run, 17 RBIs. I think he just joined this roster just about a week ago based on the date of the roster that was sent to Center Grove. Our thanks to Joni Toll for providing that to us. Swing and a miss, and Chris, already 2 strikes on Gasper.
This has been a fantastic inning here. Let's see if he can get out of it.
That breaking ball didn't break quite enough.
I know, but that ball looked like it was bound to hit him and ended up coming back and almost catching the inside corner. That's just an amazing pitch.
That crow's nest view from up here shows that break so well.
There it is again, and that was a strike.
There's a strike. So 3 up, 3 down by the pitcher. And just like that, your Trojans come up again here in the bottom of the second. Center Grove 4, University 0. You are watching Center Grove Baseball here on Inside the Lines Media. When it comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better. Welcome back here to Center Grove. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you here on the Sir McClurg Group broadcast tonight. Center Grove 4, University Trailblazers 0. 3 up, 3 down, all done by Gannon Grant on the mound. Chris, in that top of the second inning, your thoughts?
Just fantastic pitching by Gannon. I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, 3 up, 3 down, threw 2 balls to Finn Steiner to start that at bat and came back with 3 straight strikes, and then went after David Gasper with a pitch that almost was a strike for 3 straight strikes, and then came right back with another breaking ball behind it to get him looking. 2 of his 3 strikeouts were looking, and 3 of his 4 on the night have been looking. So puts a lot of pressure on Cooper Carmack here for University. He really needs to put up a 0 for the visiting Trailblazers here. And Reed Sawa will step in, the only Trojan in the lineup tonight that didn't get to bat in the first inning.
Maybe a little disappointed as a senior not to get it, but he gets a chance to start it off for him. Swing and a miss there by Sawa on that first pitch. And
I think that was a changeup from Carmack. Sawa out in front.
I was talking to our high school student, I think in last week's game, about Reed's grandpa, Mike Sawa. I don't know if you ever had Mike as a teacher when you were in the middle school or not.
I did not have him as a teacher, but he was the 6-big basketball coach when I was the manager.
Sawa out on the bunt attempt to try to get on. So one out there, nicely executed rotation by the Trailblazers to get the out at first. So just like that, we're back at the top of the inning here, or top of the order, with Drake McClurg, who walked his first time up at bat. Here at Travel League at night. Really good turnout by the Travel League players tonight, Chris.
Yeah, we got a good crowd here. Nice to see. Most of the teams taking this weekend off, with it being Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow, the last day of school.
Thank goodness. I have
like
loved my
teacher.
year. I have loved my students.
I love you all. Get out, right?
That pitcher's
3-0 to McClurg again.
Yeah, just outside. Can't find that zone. Just barely the shade outside, or just barely a shade inside so far. That's high and outside. So McClurg walks to first. Again, his second walk at 2 at-bats tonight.
Doing his job as the top of the order, getting on base.
Number 7, Liam Delp.
Remember, Delp grounded out on one pitch to third base, his first at-bat. Let's see if he gets a little deeper in the at-bat this time. Nope, first pitch swinging again, another chopper.
He's going to have to go fielder's choice here.
Nice
And
play
barely
with
got
shortstop.
him, so Delp is out. He does advance McClurg to second. And the first time Delp chopped it down, we thought was going to be foul to the third base line, and the third baseman, Finn Steiner, stepped up and took it and played it and got him out at first. So 2 close plays at first, but both times Delp is out as the result.
Sud did a nice job coming and attacking that ball and getting rid of it, because Delp hurries down the line there and made that a much closer play than you normally expect on a 2-hopper at the shortstop. And Grady had the ground rule double last at bat.
There's a
another
foul
one out
ball.
of play. Look out, kids down the line there.
Yeah, they're tough. I will say, I think a softball makes more of a thud than a baseball does when it hits a car. There were a lot of them last night, and my car was only about 5 back, and it actually got hit during the JV game afterwards. No damage, but it was startling. There's a nice hit by Grady, but he's going to be out, and no runs for the Trojans that inning. Much better job there by Kamek and the Trailblazers, and so they hold the Trojans. No hits, 1 walk. Score stays 4-0 here at Center Grove. We're back here in about 35 seconds here on Inside Lines Media. Dreaming about a full home remodel, adding extra space for a growing family, upgrading your doors and windows, building the perfect deck, or customizing your home from the ground up, Flory Contracting has you covered. Backed by experience, driven by quality, and fueled by a passion for craftsmanship, the team at Flory Contracting is known for being reliable, local, and experienced. Ready to bring your vision to life? Call Chase Flory at 317-474-7826 to schedule your free consultation today. Flory Contracting, where your home is built on trust and skill. Welcome back here to Center Grove. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you. As your Trojans do not score there in the bottom of the second inning, the Trailblazers do a much more efficient job at defensively in the field and on the mound. No hits, 1 walk for your Trojans. And now Gannon Grant comes back on the mound. You talk about efficiency, Chris. Gannon's been about as efficient as you can ask of any player on the mound in high school baseball.
Well, he's threw 2 innings and 23 pitches, which is very efficient, which is crazy. He's thrown 23 pitches, but still has 4 strikeouts, which generally high strikeout pitchers are going to be a higher pitch per inning pitchers, but so far he's not been.
To kind of give you some statistics on Gannon Grant pitching-wise, he has started 6 games. He's gone 3 of those as a complete game. He has 2 shutouts in that situation, 47 strikeout. It's in 107 at-bats. Almost half his bats that he has faced, batters he's faced, he has struck out this year.
Well, he's 4 for 7 tonight, so that talks about what you're talking about right there. I think what's most impressive to me is he just commands the zone with his fastball and his breaking ball, which makes it very difficult. If you know a pitcher can't locate one of his pitches in the zone, you can just look for the other pitch. But with Grady, with Gannon, he's throwing both of his pitches, his breaking ball and his fastball, consistently in the strike zone, which makes it very difficult on the hitter.
And strike and a strike. Quinn Green is the batter.
That might have been a changeup.
.294 batting average for him on the season.
There's a breaking ball again, another looking strikeout.
Strikeout number 5 for Gannon Grant. And next up for the Trailblazers is Ethan Cutzinger. Like that first name, my son who graduates this year.
Cutzinger looks to bunt as well.
Yeah, he bunted that one almost over to the dugout. Just got off that bat wrong and popped off of it a little too high. Again, the Trojans tomorrow night scheduled to hold Garen Catholic here. 6 o'clock start, weather permitting. We'll have that broadcast here on Inside the Lines Media. And then Saturday morning, they finish up the season at 11 o'clock against Silver Creek here at home. And then next Wednesday, sectionals begin. 2 balls, 1 strike. So most pitchers, we think that's okay. Gannon, he's struggling. He got 2 balls he's thrown this guy.
I'll tell you what, he normally works fast. He's working really fast tonight. I didn't even have time to write that pitch down before he threw the next one. I mean, there he did. He took his hat off, took a little bit of a breath here in a 3-1 count. Tried to reset himself a little bit. Inside corner, strike 2.
Nice pitch there by Grant. As you said, got that inside corner low. There's the pitch, full count. Oh, Grant's able to knock it down barely, deflected a little bit, but what a play there by
Grady up the
Grady
middle.
to behind second base to be able to pull that in. Again, it is an example of how strong a fielder he is there.
And that's a fun one to write down because that'll be a 1-6-3 to first base for the second out of the inning. We'll go back to the top of the lineup for Castetter, who struck out looking his first at bat.
Swing and a miss there early on that swing.
There's a breaking ball for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for Gannon Grant. His efficiency continues. And a short, soft grounder over to Delp. Delp gets it over to Tracy, and 3 up, 3 down for the Trailblazers, as we'll transition here to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You are watching Center Grove Baseball here on Inside the Line.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
Welcome back here, bottom of the 3rd. And Chris, I'm going to put you on the spot. It shouldn't take that much to do it. How many pitches total has Gannon Grant thrown through 3 innings?
36 through 3 innings. Just 12 an inning. That's very efficient. We talked about it a few weeks ago. I think maybe the last time he pitched, that if you're under 15 an inning, that's very efficient. Any coach will be happy with under 15 pitches in an inning, and he's averaging 12 through 3. So he gave up the 1 double to the 3rd hitter, Beckett Suh, in the 1st inning with 2 outs and nothing since.
So we came into this game, Chris, talking about how both these teams averaging basically 10 runs a game. And we've not seen that power yet from University. Not saying it's not there, but...
Well, we talked about a little step up in class here, especially with Gannon pitching tonight. And University has gone up there swinging. They don't seem intimidated. They just haven't been able to square him up yet. So we'll see how we go here. But Gannon leading off here for the Trojans in the bottom of the third. He walked his first at bat.
Grounder over to third, trying to chase that down. Nice play there by Steiner over to Gasper, and Grant goes out on that grounder to third.
That was a hard hit play, but Steiner was playing deep and able to field it and make the long throw from deep behind third base to first for the first out. And Hudson Dewart had that opposite field double driving in two in the first inning.
Yeah, again, Hudson Stewart, the leading home run hitter on this Trojan ball club. First pitch is a ball. Little chopper foul here by Huddy down the first baseline. 1-1 count. Pitch by Kamek. Chopped down to first line. Gasper fumbles it for a second, but he's able to pull it in there to get the second out of the inning. So really, ever since that first inning, the last inning, and so far this inning, Chris, the Trailblazers have done a really much better job of it all starts with Kamek in that pitching, finding that zone a little better where he wants to get that ball placed, I think.
And Kamek is throwing first pitch strikes. So we talk about the most important pitch in baseball is strike one, and as he throws it over the plate early in the count, yeah, this is going to be a
what a play there. Safe, barely. You know what, though? Finn Steiner, great back glove grounder, stop there.
That was a fantastic play. He did everything right. It's just such a long throw from third, and Yerman was hustling his way down the first base, so give him an infield hit there.
So Yerman, 2 for 2 on the night. Correct me if I'm wrong, but both are singles.
And he drove one in his first at bat, so he's had a nice night so far. Excuse me. And get the courtesy runner again here. Oh.
Burnett gets back on that one.
And Burnett was leaning. With 2 outs here, you really want to give Tracy a chance to hit.
Yeah. Close. You can get Burnett to second. It changes things up a little bit.
There's a lot of green out there in right center field for Tracy. I think Burnett can score on a hit if it's into right center field anyway. And a breaking ball is outside.
Burnett felt that one and got back quickly. 65 degrees, about a 15-mile-per-hour breeze off and on here.
Yeah, we're still talking wind chill here in May.
Not compared to yesterday. This is Florida weather compared to yesterday at the softball game. Had everything covered with a towel.
I'm sure. A little nubber.
A little nubber there, and at Gasper involving all 3 outs. And like that, Trojans leave 1 on. Score stays 4-0. So if the Trailblazers can get those bats going, which has been tough against Gannon Grant on the mound, they got a shot here to make some noise here. But they got to do it here this next inning here as we're transitioning already to the top of the 4th. It's been a quick game here. You are watching Citadel Baseball here on Inside the Lines Media. Dreaming about a full home remodel, adding extra space for a growing family, upgrading your doors and windows, building the perfect deck, or customizing your home from the ground up, Flory Contracting has you covered. Backed by experience, driven by quality, and fueled by a passion for craftsmanship, The team at Flory Contracting is known for being reliable, local, and experienced. Ready to bring your vision to life? Call Chase Flory at 317-474-7826 to schedule your free consultation today. Flory Contracting, where your home is built on trust and skill. And welcome back here to Center Grove's Baseball Stadium here on senior night. Center Grove Trojans have 12 seniors on this roster, and we will try to take this pregame senior recognition and made a clip of that to everybody kind of see that for recognition purposes. But just to kind of quickly list those names that are seniors: Gannon Grant, Eric McAtee, Reed Sawa, Tristan Yearman, Kellen Thompson, Gavin Moore, Ryan Sullivan, Joel Tracy, Hayden Peppelman, Case McNulty, Andrew Murphy, and Hudson Stewart. So 12 of those guys will be moving on, all of them at somewhere, many of them for baseball at different colleges, at different levels. But an impressive resume, Chris, they have left here at Center Grove over the last 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic baseball program as we see, and these guys have been good leaders all the way throughout. It's cool to see where they're all moving on to. Some doing some trade schools. We got lots of colleges, some still playing baseball. So it'll be neat to see where those kids head into the future because they've all got bright futures ahead of them.
Oliver Kingery up now for the Trailblazers. That first pitch was a strike. Second was a ball, 1-1 count.
That's bad breaking
ball.
Just devastating.
Not much you can do about that.
I don't know how a high school hitter is ever going to hit that pitch. I really don't. I mean, the ball, it looks like it's right at your shoulder, and then all of a sudden the catcher's got it in the inside corner.
And
Sawa going to have room over there? Nope.
Was working for it. Kingery swung at that one way outside. That was probably the most errant errant pitch that Gannon's had all night, I think, Chris.
Well, with 2 strikes.
I mean, you got to protect,
just trying to get his bat on the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, he poked at it.
One of the few we've seen solid contact out of the Trailblazers tonight, but drifted foul.
I've been banned from saying that word poke on our baseball team, by the way. I'll tell you more off air. Swing and a miss there by Kingery for another strikeout. I believe was at 6.
That is 6.
Good, because I don't have to say the next number after it. Together. Up next is Beckett Suh,
Suh had to double down the right field line his first at bat. He's the only one that's figured out Grant so far. He takes strike 1 there.
Again, Suh comes in with 12 home runs on the year, the only hit of the game for the Trailblazers. And
that one's right over your shoulder.
Yep. That one just gave a shave to my left side.
Oh, 2 again, another batter.
That one's outside and high. 1-1 the count. And thanks to everyone out there watching this broadcast here on Inside Lines Media. We appreciate you checking us out. And there's another strikeout, number 7 on the night.
Number 10, Cooper Kamek.
7 out of 11 batters.
12, but
7 out of 12. Swing and a miss there by Cooper Kamek, the pitcher, who started to get his groove on the mound also on the defensive side.
Since the first inning, he's been pretty strong. He had a ground out his first at bat to third.
No balls, 2 strikes, though, on Kamek here quickly.
I'll tell you what, just about every batter got to feel like they're going up there for 0-2 for the Trailblazers right now. I know Gannon's had a couple of hitters where he's fallen behind 2-0, but it feels like every batter's 0-2. Strike 3. Wow.
Strike 3. Froze him. So just like that, Trojans hold again, 4-0 going into the bottom of the fourth. See the Trojans can get those bats going and get some runs here. You're watching Center Grove Baseball here on Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And welcome back here. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you. Don't forget, at the end of this game, we will have the Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company player of the game, so stay tuned for that. Our thanks to Josh Smalling, who does so much in the community, and part of that is helping us this year by being a season-long sponsor, so we appreciate that. And again, our in-game sponsor today is the Sir McClurg Group Wealth Management. Our thanks to them. The Smalling Group, a season-long sponsor for us. Ferguson Excavation, our presenting sponsor of all things Inside the Lines. And Chris, did you know that our buddy Corbin Lingenfelter has been working on his first episode of Lingy's Newts? I forget the Lingy's podcast. I forget exactly. we got to work on the title. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right.
But Corbin's had Kevin Bowen on.
Awesome.
He had, I'll go through the list here in a minute with you, but that episode will be coming out here in Inside the Lines through our Spotify and Apple podcasts, as well as you can catch our other podcasts, and we're getting ready to do a couple Center Grove Trojan Beat podcasts as well. And Haver rips that to short, but Beckett Suh takes care of that one immediately.
That was a line shot right at the fielder. Can't do much about that. But quickly one away here in the bottom of the fourth.
This has been a very quick game here. If the Trojans can win the sectional next week, regionals come back here to Center Grove. And you would have to say the Trojans are definitely the favorite, but you got to produce. Swing and a miss there by Sawa.
Sawa tried to get on by bunting his first at bat, but nice defense by the Trailblazers. Were able to record an out there, and there's a shot.
Oh, there's a nice shot down.
Suh not quite able to grab it on the line drive, and that'll be a hit for Reed.
But Saul read that really well. It was just perfectly placed there by Sawa, and so Sawa gets on first, and the first hit the Trojans have had since the first inning, Chris.
It is.
So McClurg, who's been walked his first two at-bats, comes up with a runner on first.
Let's see if he gets a pitch to hit here.
Inside, ball one.
He's seen now 10 pitch. Is that right? Yes, 10 pitches, and is starting his third at bat, and 9 have been balls.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sawa was able to flip the lineup here and see if the Trojans could get something going with the top of their order here in the bottom of the fourth. As you said, not much going on since the first inning for them offensively.
McClurg had to suck in on that one and pop the legs out a little bit there on that inside pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saw one first. Sawa gets back. It's almost like they are being very careful where they pitch to McClurg.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're this cautious with him, but again, you just kind of have to decide who you're going to have to attack in the Trojans lineup, because if you attack them all, they're going to make you pay quickly.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and Sawa.
Little hit and run there.
Yep. And called it a foul tip, and it's coming back. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I have to believe if Sawa was going on the 3-1 pitch, he's going to be going 3-2 as well, but we'll see here. Of course, I was wrong, and there's a high
pop up to center field here. Castetter comes in, but nope, it's going to be
I'll tell you what, the
Kingery.
wind killed that sucker. That thing looked like it was headed for the CG out there in center field and barely got past second base.
And that flag is really not coming out too straight out. I mean,
Well, we
it's
can feel
drooping
it.
down.
Number 7, Leah.
Our viewers probably can hear it as well on our precious microphones with these windscreens. They can only do so much. Now that flag is a little bit more horizontal out there. Liam Delp up for his 3rd time, 2 ground outs. Tries to bunt here. He's going to get on
That's a
this
nice
one.
bunt, and
He's going to
beat
get
that.
on, and he's going to advance Sawa to second on the bunt. So now with runners on first and second with 2 outs, it's going to be Gannon Grant coming up.
That's a nice play with 2 outs. Get 2 on and get your heavy hitters up. Delp nearly beat out a grounder to short his last at bat, and it's a perfectly placed bunt there. And that at bat to bring Grady to the plate with 2 runners on. Trojans trying to get some 2 out runs here.
The pitch by Kamek. Outside, ball 1.
Kamek right at 60 pitches here. He's been pretty efficient really since the first inning when he threw.
How many
20
pitches did he have after that first
He had
inning?
28 in the first inning.
So for the last 3 innings,
He's been very efficient.
Yeah. Strike there by Kamek. Taken by Delp. Excuse me. Taken by Grady Grant. A ball and a strike now.
Again, we got a left fielder playing almost to the fence. A right fielder. I said left fielder. I meant the right fielder. Almost on the fence and right. The left fielder is shifted over very close to left center. The center fielder is playing closer toward right center as well. Really playing Grady to pull in the outfield.
That pitch is outside for ball 2.
Ooh, I thought that would hit him, and not quite.
Weather permitting, our broadcast tomorrow night will begin at 5:45 with first pitch at 6 o'clock here as Guerin Catholic comes to the stadium, to the house. Swing and a miss
That was
there.
a nice pitch from Kamek. I think he went with a 3-1 changeup, and Grady was out in front of it. So now he's just 1 pitch from getting out of this 2-out jam. Fastball driven deep to center.
That's going to get over. That's going to get over, and that's going to bounce out. So that's going to be an automatic double, and that's going to bring just 1 home because
a little unfortunate.
Delp's going to have to go
Yeah.
back to third. But heck of a hit there by Grady Grant.
That ball was driven straight into the wind.
Is that his second automatic double over the fence?
That is his second ground rule double of the evening.
So
And
3
driving in
RBIs.
another run. He has 2.
2 total or 2 plus the 1 just there?
2 total, because Hudson Stewart had 2.
That's right. Hudson had it. So 2 for him. So we're starting to think about our names for the Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Player of the Game. And Stewart and Grady Grant are definitely going to be part of that conversation. I think Yerman's got to be a part of that conversation as well.
And we can't leave out Gannon with his 7 strikeouts, or I'm sorry, 8 strikeouts
Well,
in 4
yeah.
innings as well.
Well said.
Quickly 2-0 here. University does not have any activity in their bullpen. So this is on Kamek. He's starting
You know,
to get a little loose here.
here's the observation I have, and you're definitely much more the baseball guy, I'm more the basketball guy. But I have seen so many games this year in high school baseball where, Chris, they've thrown pitchers in cold against the Trojans.
That's a lot of these teams frankly don't have the number of players that the Trojans do, and their pitchers are playing.
Gannon hit
their
by
other
that
positions
pitch
anyway,
and
that is
that
ball
left
four.
side. Was it ball 4?
Yeah.
So bases
Nearly
loaded
him.
as Braylon Story comes out as a courtesy runner for Gannon. And Hudson Stewart, it's senior night. Can he repeat what Ella Timmons did on the softball side last week in the senior night? I mean, a grand slam here.
He'd have to really poke one here into this one tonight.
And that's high and inside, ball 1.
I think Kamek's hitting a little bit of a wall here. He's hasn't been able to find the strike zone the last couple of batters. That ball
That's gone.
maybe.
That's gone. Nope. Oh, just barely on the warning track in front of the G. Good call there by Chris. So, unfortunately for the Trojans, Philip Jacobs spoils the senior day grand slam opportunity for Hudson Stewart, and it's now 5-0. The Trojans do get 1. They leave 3 on base, but they get 1. 5-0 our score after 4. Getting ready to start the top of the 5th. You are watching Center Grove Baseball here on Inside Alliance Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
They said he went to the hospital today with.
And welcome back here. Sorry, we're discussing the unfortunate news of Kyle Busch just passing away. It was just announced about 30 minutes ago. So our thoughts and prayers to everyone in his family and the racing community. That news passed along to us by Corbin Lincolnfelter, who's out at the track right now. Getting back to some more positive news here, Chris. Gannon Grant and these Trojans have been about as perfect on the field defensively as they could be, except for one double by Beckett Suh. Otherwise, it's been a perfect game by the Trojans.
Well, they played very well defensively, as we always expect them to. But, of course, Gannon Grant has done most of it himself tonight, frankly, striking out 7 of the last 9 Trailblazer batters going back to the second inning. So he has 8 strikeouts on the game in 4 innings. So here we go in the 5th inning and see what they can do here now with a 5-0 lead as we go to the 5th.
Yeah, Philip Jacobs up first here in the top of the 5th for the Trailblazers. First pitch is a strike right down the middle. Slight break on that one. That one inside, that fastball. And a little bit of pop in the glove of Yerbans. And Jacobs fouls that one back as Chris holds his breath for a second.
That one was in the woods.
I don't have the anxiety I did earlier this year. I'm more about the straight line drive spinning back.
Well, I'm short enough. I can just duck under this net.
Well, see, that's not part of your contract. The contract is priority number 1 is protect the equipment.
Well, I hear that, but
I got workers' comp for you now. And Jacobs fouls that one back over the first base bleachers. So Jacobs battling here. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
this is the first good at bat a Trailblazer hitter has had since the first inning against Grant.
And this one over to Delp at second. Delp over to Tracy.
Turns into a ground out anyway. 4-3, 1 away.
Delp did a nice job of getting up in front of that ball. I mean, and I hear you say this all the time when you're coaching, but make sure you have yourself behind your glove versus your glove to the side of you whenever you take care of a ground ball situation. That's exactly what Delp did. He had his whole body there to knock that thing down if his glove doesn't work like it's supposed to.
Well, and that's something I always appreciate about the Trojan teams is they're so fundamentally sound. He really worked to get behind the ball, had his glove out in front. And like you said, if that ball ticks off his glove weird, he still has plenty of time to recover and make the throw to first base. So as we have all these travel players here tonight watching, those are the plays, the little simple plays that you really want them to look at and pick up to take to their game into the future.
1 ball, now 2 strikes, as that last pitch there is a strike.
There's another one in the woods.
As Steiner, the sophomore, fouls that one back. Stays a 1-2 count.
Little better swings from the Trailblazers as we get halfway through the lineup for the second time tonight.
I remember Gannon has had 3 complete games this year.
And there's another looking strikeout.
So is that number 8?
That's 9.
9 strikeouts for Gannon Grant here.
Number 15, David Gasper.
David Gasper.
I'm running out of room for backwards Ks. My goodness. That's 5 backwards. I lied. 6, 7 backwards. Those of you who don't know, backwards K is a looking strikeout.
Those are always more dramatic. Gasper.
Okay, I went back. It's 7.
1 ball there, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here for Gannon Grant on the mound. First out was a grounder over to Delp. Second one is a strikeout by Gannon Grant. 2 balls now, 1 strike. Again, we appreciate everybody out there who's tuned into the Center Grove baseball game via Inside the Lines Media. Your home to Center Grove baseball and softball all year.
That is unbelievable. That's going to be an infield hit, but one, just for Grady to get to the ball, but then actually be able to turn, field it, and throw it from short left field on 1 hop to first base. The runner was by a step and a half, but my goodness gracious. But that's the first base runner
Since
in the first inning.
So the second hit of the game, the first one since the first inning, as Chris just elated to there. As Quinn Green comes up, a swing and a miss there. It's foul, excuse me.
Well, the Trojans with a 5-0 lead here in the top of the 5th. Gannon can get out of this inning. It'll be interesting to see if they leave him in or if they just go ahead and take him out. He's just crossed the 60-pitch mark. Pretty efficient for the night. Sectional coming up next week. He's obviously not going to pitch anymore this weekend. We'll see how Coach Hatfield feels here going into the late innings with a decent lead, but not insurmountable.
Yeah, I think I think if it was more like a 9-ish right now, I think there's a better chance of that. Now, he also has not hesitated to leave Gannon in there in these situations. And with the possibility of 2 games coming up tomorrow and Saturday, does that have him go a little bit longer just to keep that
that's a good point.
Bullpen a little fresher?
They got a couple players looks like starting to stretch a little bit in the bullpen, maybe just in case. That pitch just inside on the breaking ball.
1 ball now, 2 strikes with Gasper on first. Foul ball, that one.
Chopped it right off his foot.
Yeah, those hurt. It's one of those, if you don't know how it feels, you hear somebody say, shake it off. It's like, you do it once and find out.
He's even
what
wearing
it's
a
like.
shin guard, and I think that's still got the top of his foot, even outside of the shin guard.
I'm good with the shin guards and players having to take those off after they get on base. But for a player to have to hand you your batting gloves so you can put those stupid sliding mitts on, I think there should be a rule that you have so much time or something to do that, because it slows the game down so much.
Yeah, it's a little bit excessive sometimes.
And it's at all levels of the game now. I mean, these younger kids emulate so much of what they see in the high school and the college and the pro ranks. And it's most of it's not needed.
Well, what cracks me up is how many kids wear a sliding mitt that will never slide head first, which is fine. You don't need to slide head first.
Or they just want to have it in their pocket to look like they have it in their pocket.
Oh, back-to-back hits here with 2 outs.
Yeah, Green gets that out to McClurg, and so runners now on first and second. So the Trailblazers with 2 outs making some noise here. And I'm trying to see who is out there in the bullpen. It looks like Hayden Peppelman is one of them. Number 18 is out there, and he's using the band and stretching a little bit, but I
can't tell.
I can't tell who the other one is. And they turned around. It's about time for my Dr. Warner eye appointment here next week, but I'm trying to see who it is. And runners first and second, 2 outs, nevertheless, third hit of the game.
Cutzinger takes ball 1. So Gaden's really had to work here with 2 outs in the 5th. The infield hit followed by a clean single to center.
I think it's Peppelman who's probably going to get the rotation if they take him out based on who's, how do I say this, who's more focused out there in the bullpen.
Well, probably going to go with the senior, too, tonight, I would think.
Yeah. Hayden, they announced him as someone part of CG Singers, and Shaboom, my son, was in. Just a phenomenal singer, and I'm so thrilled Hayden got the chance to continue to do the choir stuff as much as he enjoys doing baseball. And some people say you can't do those things in a big school like Center Grove. Hayden is just one of those examples, like Kyle Williams a couple years ago, who can do the choir, can do the baseball, the football, all those things that you want to do at one time, and a great role model for these younger kids that, hey, you can do all these things and enjoy them.
And he's an excellent student. That's the bigger thing, right?
Absolutely.
So there's 3-1 now on Cutzinger. So
Yerman comes out with runners on first and second to talk to Gannon Grant.
So
and I wouldn't be surprised if they load the bases to see Hatfield come out and nothing else, use some time. But this inning here, half inning's almost been longer than some of these innings have been,
this
Chris.
is a big at bat here because you got the number 9 hitter at the plate with a 3-1 count and 2 runners on and 2 outs, chance to get out of the inning, and there's
strike two, yes,
on the corner.
So you go fastball or you go breaking ball here, or change up.
I think we may see a breaking 3-2 breaking.
I say breaking is what he tends to use in this situation. And that's what we got.
Strike 3.
Strike 3 leaves 2 on base. So 2 on for the Trailblazers, but nothing comes of it. Your Trojans lead continues 5-0. Be back here in just a minute here on Inside the Lines Media. When it comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better. Welcome back here, Center Grove High School at the Trojan Baseball Stadium. Chris Wood, Chris Clark with you here. Our thanks to our sponsors. The in-game broadcast sponsor tonight is Sir and McClurg Wealth Management, part of Merrill Lynch. Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company, Ferguson Excavation, the Smalling Group of Lindsay Smalling Realty, Flory Contracting, and our scoreboard all year sponsored by Mr. Tom Gandolf and Gandolf Bats. And, of course, Chris, I know Tom Gandolf made a couple of wood bats for your baseball team, and he's made one for me. And, guys, it really is as cool as what you see in our commercial, what Tom does, and the craftsmanship in what he does, it's unbelievable. So if you're looking for a bat, and the amazing thing, Chris, is they are very reasonably priced.
He does a great job, and he gets his wood straight from the same place in Maine that I think it's Maine.
I'm
or
sure
Vermont
he's had that
exact
same discussion with you, yes.
That they get for Louisville Slugger. I mean, he makes grade A bats. They're fantastic. The kids love hitting with wood bats in the cage, and we're going to do a wood bat tournament soon coming up and show off those fantastic Gandolf bats. So thanks to Tom for being a sponsor tonight. We've got some changes here for the Trailblazers. they're going to move Finn Steiner, who'd been at third base, is going to come in and pitch now. And Cooper Kamek, that started the game,
He's going to go to first.
he's going to go to first. And then the first baseman, David Gasper, is now moving over to third. So we got a little rotation here through the middle of the field for.
So I could do Albo and who's on first, who's on second.
Yes, exactly. Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello, but
so pitcher to first,
75%
first to third, and third to pitcher.
Who know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Tristan Yearman, the senior, up. See if he can get this rolling for the Trojans.
2 singles and an RBI for him tonight. Let's see if he can come up with a third hit.
Fouls that one straight back. He was on that one. Bottom of the 5th inning. Except for that top of the 5th, this has been a really efficient game by really everyone involved. That pitch by Steiner is outside. 1-1. That pitch is in the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Yearman. Trying to get on base for his 3rd straight time this game. First time he's not had anyone on base. Pops this one up. Chris gets the anxiety going.
The catcher's got room for that.
And great play there by Sterling Davis for the Trailblazers. He gets that foul ball that goes straight up in the right by the backstop and pulls that in for the first out.
I actually was pretty good on that one. I could tell that one was staying in play.
Joel Tracy up next for your Trojans. And that hits Tracy on the arm. So he's going to take his base. So Emerson Haver is going to come up next for your Trojans with 1 out. Trojans golf team has their senior match next Tuesday night against against Bloomington North at Hickory Stick. Get out there and cheer on the Trojans golf team, as they are definitely going to make some noise this year in the IHSA tournament. Here's Steiner's pitch. High and outside for a ball.
Nope, he said he went. Strike 1.
Excuse me, strike 1. I did not see the bat turn enough. I got things lining up here in front of me. I've always got an excuse. It's like all my 7th graders. My wife wants to know where I get it from. It's from my students. And this is going to be popped back out, but it's going to stay in. And Kamek, the new first baseman, pulls that in for the 2nd out of the inning.
So Finn Steiner, excuse me.
I want to say Steiner's been right down the middle with his pitching, but he's been productive with his pitching.
2 outs.
Yeah.
Quickly here, other than the hit by pitch.
Sawa now comes up with Tracy on first. 2 outs. Pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner.
Nice breaking ball there from Steiner.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got the heat, but he's got the creativity, shall we say. A little more heat on that one. That's going to...
I think the wind's going to knock that one down as well.
Yeah, because that one was going, and all of a sudden it stopped. And nice play there by Philip Jacobs for the 3rd out. Trojans leave 1 on base. We'll talk about how many have been left on base here back in a second. You're watching Center Grove Baseball here on Inside the Lines Media. Dreaming about a full home remodel, adding extra space for a growing family, upgrading your doors and windows, building the perfect deck, or customizing your home from the ground up, Flory Contracting has you covered. Backed by experience, driven by quality, and fueled by a passion for craftsmanship, the team at Flory Contracting is known for being reliable, local, and experienced. Ready to bring your vision to life? Call Chase Flory at 317-474-7826 to schedule your free consultation today. Flory Contracting, where your home is built on trust and skill.
Jeez.
And welcome back here. And speaking of 6, talking about that off air here, if you have nothing to do tomorrow night or Saturday, go over to the high school and check out the all-senior exclusive musical production of 6 that the high school seniors are going to be doing. It's a variety of high school students who are all seniors. Many of them have been in choir, but not all of them. They're involved in this musical. And if you've ever seen the Broadway musical 6, is exactly what it is, but it's called the junior version, which is, how do we say this, the cleaner version for people versus what's sometimes a little more explicit on Broadway. But go check it out. My son is the music director for the production. So go check it out. See all the different students that are seniors in their last hurrah at Center Grove. Gannon Grant stays on the mound for the Trojans. And strike 1.
Back to the top of the order here with Ryan Castetter.
Nolan Biergard is out there in the bullpen for the Trojans. And just like that,
Nice play by Grady, but tough throw. Wow.
Ryan Castetter.
I do not agree with the official score on that one unless we're giving the air on to Tracy. That was a hit for my money.
I'm going to say the way that played out, I would give that
E3.
I would call that a hit.
I guess we're going to go E3 because Tracy could have scooped it, but a ball bounces like that. That's a tough play anyway. But
There's a strike. So talking about those errors, this is my ignorance coming out here, something I just haven't thought about in the past. Are those errors being ruled by Blue out there, or are they being ruled by the scorekeeper down there?
Scorekeeper downstairs.
So it is a judgment call.
It is.
All around.
It is. I understand if that's picked up, the runner's probably out, but that's a tough scoop for Tracy. So Tracy would probably tell you it's probably one he should have had, but that short hop to the first baseman is just a tough one to field anyway. And
there's the pitch.
So
outside.
Either way, runner on first here with nobody out. So University gets their first leadoff hitter on base tonight.
They need to make some noise. We're in the top of the 6th, just 2 innings left. Senior night here. That pitch right down the middle by the senior Gannon Grant.
That breaking ball just had the University hitters frozen tonight.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There it is again, but that was a little down.
Nice patience there by
Kingery.
Oliver Kingery. And
He
go.
went. He did. Strike 3.
Strike 3 for Kingery. So there's 1 out. And Chris, we talked between innings there while the break was going. The Trojans had left 7 on base tonight.
Number 12.
And that's one of the things this Trojan Ball Club does sometimes is leave a number of players or runners on base. And as we get closer to sectionals, obviously you cannot afford to do that as much as you get in those key games.
Well, tonight we just haven't seen the 2-out hit that we'd like to. That's going to be a force at second.
Oh no,
my
it's a
goodness.
drop.
That's going to be on Grady. That's going to be an E6.
That's so
I think he was trying to
uncharacteristic.
I think he was trying to turn a double play before he fielded it.
Did part B before he did part A.
And so
Part
that's
C.
going to be a fielder's choice. E6 for those of you scoring at home, because I'm sure you're scoring a high school baseball game that you're watching online at home on a Thursday night.
Of course.
If not, let me do it for you. 2 on with 1 out.
There's a strike on the breaking ball.
So as well as we've seen the Trojans play defensively all season, and a little bit of a jam here as their defense is dropped intensity a little bit in this inning. We don't see that very often. Let's see how they're able to recover here.
And there's nobody actively, well, actually there is someone actively warming up out there. Can't see the number at the moment. They're still doing their warm-up throws.
Yeah, it's not getting ready quickly.
Swing and a miss there.
And at this point, Gannon,
Nice,
I've got him at 83 pitches, so not a terrible number, but still starting to get to that range where we might be talking about being done for the night at some point soon.
Inside. Ball 2. Temperatures dropped a few degrees out here as those clouds have come in a little more.
Yeah, it's getting a little chilly. I'm glad I went with the long sleeves.
There's 1. There's 2. There's the double play. And that time, the Trailblazers leave 2 on base as we go to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back here in just a second here. You're watching Center Grove Baseball on Inside Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And welcome back here. Center Grove High School's baseball stadium. Chris Clark with you. Thanks for watching this broadcast with us tonight. We know you got choices out there and taking the time to tune in to us. We appreciate that tremendously. Available through the IHSA Champions Network, through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, soon to be TikTok, and now on X. And I will tell you that if you're watching a stream version of it, Chris, I've watched all of them live. I think X really has probably the best quality picture of all of them for whatever reason, and their buffering system. So check it out.
Thanks to Elon Musk for dropping all of his money on that he does.
You know, he's the public stock option comes out that they're talking about for him. They're saying he'll be the first trillionaire here within days. So,
I'm sure.
As a teacher, yeah, so be it. Anyway. Okay, Chris, bottom of the 6th, 5-0. Great job by the Trojans to get out of that by the double play from Grady Grant over to Joel Tracy. But now offensively, they got the top of the lineup here.
This will be interesting because Ryan Cassetter has now come in to pitch for the Trailblazers.
Yep, so
we're going to have to figure this out here. Did we put Finn back at third, or did he come out of the game? Steiner was pitching. I think Steiner has now left the game.
Steiner.
Because that does not look like Steiner at third base.
I think that is, nope.
No, it is Steiner at
31,
base.
yeah.
So Steiner has gone back to third base.
But as you said,
Kamek is still at first base, so we've got a new player in center field. I have no idea who he's batting for. It looked like number 11.
And that would be Braxton Sparks.
Hey, there we go. So Braxton Sparks has entered the game. And so who was our last pitcher? It was Steiner.
Steiner went 1 inning.
So it looks like maybe Gasper has left the game. So I'm guessing that's where.
Yeah, Gasper was playing first.
Yeah, so I said 11. I'm just trying to update my scorecard here.
And Kamek is still at first.
So yes, Trojans back to the top of the order here for the 4th time through the order. A 5-0 lead. It'd be nice to see the Trojans get some runs here with Brian Cassetter coming in after playing 5 innings in center field tonight. And if the Trojans can score some runs, we don't have to worry about Gannon Grant going back out there for another inning because the Trojans, but they would need 5 in this inning to end the game. That one's right over my head.
Ryan Cassetter.
I was ready to field that one.
Kind of the utilitarian player. Position-wise, they have him listed for outfield, third base, second base, and a right-handed pitcher here. First pitch is obviously foul back as Chris had an anxiety moment there. And this is a grounder that McClurg has. He's trying to beat it out, but he can't. He'll be out at first for the
Two
first
pitches,
out of the
one
inning.
away.
Number 7, Liam Delp.
Liam Delp.
Delp with 2 ground outs and a single tonight. His last at bat was a bunt single with 2 outs. Well placed bunt between pitcher and first base to beat it out.
First pitch is a ball by Castetter. Second pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Castetter's appeared in 7 games this
That
year.
ball is driven. Is it
That's
gonna
going
stay
to
fair?
go
Nope.
foul, just barely near the right foul ball pole. But as I said, Castetter has appeared in 7 games this year. He's 7 innings pitched, 7 hits. He's given up 6 runs. He's had 12 strikeouts against 32 at-bats. So he's made some noise on the mound there for the Trailblazers this year in a good way. There's Delp, 1-2 count. Outside, 2-2. Pitch.
High fastball, swing and a miss.
Yep, Delp also a little early on that one, so strikeout by Delp.
Quickly 2 away.
Only reached base on 1 of his 4 at-bats tonight. So 2 outs. Grady Grant comes up, who had the uncharacteristic error that last time out on the field. That dropped ball, trying to do the tag at force out at second.
But then came back in the next batter and was able to
Fantastic
initiate the
play.
6-3 double play.
Yeah.
Grady tonight with 2 RBI doubles. Both bounced over the fence.
First pitch is a ball. So I think we're going to see a new pitcher for Gannon.
Look out. That one might have a car. Oh.
2 cars.
And set the alarm off.
Set the alarm off on the...
Is that a Tesla?
No, it's not the Tesla. That is, what's the Toyota? Prius. I think that's the Prius.
Well, if you have a white Prius in the parking lot, it just got hit and the alarm is going off.
Yeah, it got hit, pegged in the...
Strike 2 to Grady there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Thrown here by Castetter. This one foul. It's going to visit.
This
the
one
car
has a
parking
truck.
lot
Look
again.
out.
And 2 people that literally are about a foot away from
Oh,
it.
my goodness. Is the same car going to get hit again? Just missed it.
The dad and the son on Travel League Day almost got it up close and personal experience. 1-2 count. That pitch is inside, 2-2. Again, Grady's got 2 doubles today and 2 RBIs. Both those doubles go over the fence in center field. Stay tuned for a quick post game. And that's going to be foul, so Grady keeps alive here. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Grady Grant.
Kimmick's did a nice job here coming in. Or, I'm sorry, Castetter's did a nice job coming in here in this inning. As we said, played center field the first 5 innings and comes in. He's thrown strikes, gotten the first 2 batters out, a ground out and a strikeout.
And this
Another
one's
foul.
foul back. Grady doesn't want to go back to the dugout. It's going to be interesting to see if Gannon is going to be out or not. I think Gannon probably will be out.
There's no one throwing in the bullpen.
There has been some guys doing some
Right.
work, so I don't know if that was warm up, like I've already warmed up and kind of cool back down, then warm up again, or if that was strike 3 on Grady Grant. We're going to find out here pretty quick. And I think we are going to have a new pitcher. We'll find out here in just a second. You're watching Center Grove Baseball here on Inside Lines Media. Comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better. Welcome back here to Center Grove High School here in the top of the 7th inning, as the Trailblazers have got to put at least 5 on the board to keep this game going. And Gannon Grant's night is done, and I'll let Chris get a chance to give those stats here in a second. But coming in is the senior for the Trojans, Case McNulty, who has appeared in 5 games this year. He has 3 saves. This is his specialty. McNulty specifically has given up 2 hits, 2 base on balls, but 14 strikeouts out of 35 at-bats. Batters he's faced. So from that standpoint, he's the guy that the Trojans are going to be looking at as being the saver in this tournament, Chris. So talk to us real quick, if you can, about how Gannon Grant's night will finish up.
Well, Gannon very efficient tonight, 85 pitches in 6 innings, faced 22 batters, struck out 11. That's amazing. 50%. We talked about being close to that on the year, and had 0 walks and only gave up 3 hits. So very good night on the mound tonight for Gannon on senior night. And the Trojans will look, as you talked about, McNulty comes in here to get the last 3 outs in a 5-0 Trojan lead as we go to the 7th.
So we'll see what Case McNulty can do here, if he can do what he's been able to do so many times this year in this role. And just like that, I
guess it's ball 1. I thought it hit him, but I guess it did not.
Interesting.
I don't know how he got out of the way of that.
I don't know either. The way he responded, it looked like it hit him. Like it hit his foot. And that pitch is out or inside for ball 2.
Excuse me. We got a little bit of wind in my face here. And
well,
supposed to open the
yeah, don't talk to me.
Pool on Saturday, and it's cold, man.
Well, you could do something else Saturday instead of doing that. If it's too cold, we'll be done by 1 o'clock. Foul tip here by Philip Jacobs.
Good job of McNulty coming back here after 2 errant pitches to start it, to get it back to 2-2. Don't want to give the Trailblazers any sign of hope here in the 7th with a 5-0 lead.
Girls sectional tennis going on tonight as well over here. That is concluded for the night. Don't have a score for you on that.
Big pitch
3-2
here.
count.
Jacobs backs out, but big pitch from McNulty. Try to get the leadoff batter out with a 5-run lead here.
Great play by Grady. Can get it over there in time.
Safe.
He's going to be safe.
Infield hit.
Yeah, just he was so far deep there that it was hard for him to come over to his right, or to his left, actually. To his right. Get that scooped up and over to first. So just like that.
It was a nice play by Grady, but I'll give Jacobs credit. He busted it down the line.
Crushed it and ran hard, as you said. Speaking of running hard, folks, there's a clip out there we have of Brooklyn Whittegren last night in the softball team having those jet legs going really quick, and it's out there on our feeds. Check that out, how quick she gets around the bases for an in-the-park home run last night in that game. First pitch there by McNulty is a strike. Swing and a miss there. That pitch high and probably going to be outside, but Steiner chased it.
Well, Steiner's already in the hole 0-2 again.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd be happy to not see Gannon Grant back out there on the mound anymore, as he's had 2 strikeouts looking tonight, but already in the hole 0-2 again.
That one's outside. That time he's able to hold on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the corner,
There's
nice
a strike
pitch.
for strike 3. So like that, 1 down, runner on first.
Number 15, David Jasper.
McNulty does that so well.
Long ride back to the north side for Steiner tonight.
And Gasper now up.
Is this Gasper?
It is Gasper. Can you transfer him toward a designated hitter? Because I'm wondering that's what happened as they moved into the designated hitter spot. No matter what, he takes a strike there.
Yep.
0-1 count, 1 out.
I think you're right. I think they moved in designated hitter.
There's a strike 2 right down the middle. See if Case decides to go with the heat or the breaking ball. We know what Major League Ricky would do.
Oh,
Instead, he hits him on the shoulder, and now the bases first and second are now are filled with Jacobs on second and Gasper on first.
Green coming to the plate here.
Yep, Quinn Green.
We talked about this earlier when Grant was on the mound. We're getting down to the 8 and 9 hitters here. This is where McNulty really wants to record 2 outs here and not have to flip the top of the order for University, because if he does at that point, we're going to have the tying run getting close to the plate.
And this
got
is going
time
to
for
be tough.
first.
No, nothing. Bases are going to be loaded. McNulty was able to knock it down, but not able to field it in any way. And everybody's going to be safe.
McNulty was taking his time because he knew he could still get the runner out at first, but he kind of gave up on it at the last second there, and Delp didn't have enough time to field it and make a play at first, so that's going to be an infield hit for Quinn Green, and all of a sudden, in a 5-0 game, the tying run is in the hole.
Yep. And here's the pitch
Here's Cutzinger.
for a ball.
There's ball 2.
Ball 2. 2-0 count.
Well, the Trailblazers aren't going to go quietly into the night. There's strike 1.
Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
So 2 infield singles and a hit by pitch have the bases loaded here.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Ethan Cutzinger up there. 1 out. And this one's going to be fouled over the third base bleachers.
Nice 2-strike swing there from Cutzinger. Just staying with the outside pitch, fouling it off the left side. Just getting his bat on it to live to see another pitch. There's
a pop-up.
We got an infield
Looks
fly
like
rule here.
It's going to be Grady Grant that overrules Emerson Haver there for the second out of the inning. Our scoreboard has locked up at the moment, so runners on first, second, and third here with 2 outs.
Back to the top of the order for Ryan Castetter. A strikeout, a ground up to second, and reached on the error by Tracy.
And there's a strike. 0-1 count here for Castetter. This is McNulty's specialty, is the save roll
Nice
for the
job by
Trojans.
Yerman there.
Yeah, Yerman was there, protected that, slid over.
It looked like a wild pitch, and the run was going to score, and the runners were going to move up, and Tristan able to pop out into the left-hand batter's box and block that pitch and keep it in front.
I'm telling you, the kid does not get the kudos he deserves. That's going to be a pop-up. McClurg rotates to his left there. He should have it. He's working hard for it, and he gets it. So that will be the final out as your Trojans will win this thing 5-0. And just like that, your Trojans go to 21-1. And not to be picky, Chris, but that 1-1 loss is in the first weekend of the year on Good Friday and the second of a doubleheader against Fort Wayne Northrop. Not too
Homestead,
bad.
wasn't it?
Fort Wayne Homestead, you're right.
Yep.
Fort Wayne Homestead, you're correct. I'm thinking Northrop, that's something else. Yes. So, with that, we're going to take this quick break. We'll come back. We're going to wrap this thing up quickly. We're going to talk to you about the Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Player of the Game. We'll be back here in 40 seconds here on Inside the Lines Media Network.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
Okay.
Welcome back here to Center Grove High School and Center Grove Baseball on Inside the Lines Media. Our thanks to everyone out there who has watched these broadcasts tonight. Again, we know you got choices out there. We've been your one network here the entire year broadcasting for you, and we appreciate you taking and get the opportunity to us to watch this broadcast. Right now, your Trojans win this game 5-0, and with that, Chris, we have to talk about a Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company Player of the Game, and I'll throw some names out there to you, and I think we agree on these names for consideration. Tristan Yearman, Grady Grant, Gannon Grant, and Hudson Stewart. Okay? 3 of those will be more from the offensive side at the plate, and then obviously Gannon would be at the pitching side. Who did you decide to go with for the Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Player of the Game, my friend?
Well, sometimes you guys got to keep it simple, stupid, right? The Josh Smalling Restoration Player of the Game tonight is going to be Gannon Grant. Pitched 6 innings, faced 22 batters, and struck out 11. Only 3 hits. Their only real hard hit ball all night was in the first inning, and the Trojans were solid behind him. So another fantastic performance on the mound tonight from Gannon Grant makes him the Josh Smalling Restoration Player of the Game tonight.
So congratulations to Gannon Grant for receiving the Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company Player of the Game. And again, those 11 strikeouts just continue his hot streak on the mound for the Trojans, as the Trojans now will have 2 games left before sectionals, Chris, with Gearing Catholic tomorrow night here at home, weather permitting. We'll see if that one actually happens. And then Saturday morning, a morning matinee, shall we say, with the Trojans hosting Silver Creek from Southern Indiana. Almost like they're coming up this weekend. We're going down there next weekend. But anyway, they come up here on Saturday, and then the Trojans open up sectional play next Wednesday.
Good chance for the Trojans to get a couple more games in here this week after having a couple rained out earlier in the week, but 21-1 here with 2 games left in the regular season. They're looking pretty strong with a shutout victory tonight. Starting to play some of their best baseball this season as they move forward.
So as Chris says, the Trojans will improve to 21-1 on the year. The Trailblazers, who I thought played really well from the second inning on tonight as a whole, really kind of adjusted well. They're going to fall to 17-9 on the year, but I think it's safe to say they're ready to play.
They're going to be a threat in their tournament.
Absolutely. So interesting to see how these 2 teams will do in the postseason. Both of them will make noise for sure. Our thanks to the Sir and McClurg Group of Merrill Lynch Wealth Management for sponsoring this game tonight, as well as to Lindsey Smalling and the Smalling Group. In particular, we also want to thank Flory Contracting, Gandalf Bats, Ferguson Excavation for being a presenting sponsor for us the entire year And most importantly for this spring season, to Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company for being our season-long sponsor and making it possible for us to have these broadcasts for you here throughout the entire season. The entire season. Thanks to my friend Chris Clark for joining me tonight. Couldn't do it without him. Chris, have yourself a great Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be a cooler one out there, but it should be beautiful for race day, it looks like. Our thanks to all of you. One more day for all you associated with school out there, myself included.
Happy last day of school for 25-26.
Happy last day of school. Enjoy it, because you know what? As soon as we get out, it's going to seem like school's starting before you know it. I'm Chris Wood. Thanks to Joe Bronkella, Katie Fisher, Joni Toll, and everyone at Center Grove for making it possible and hosting us here for these broadcasts. Have yourself a great night. We'll be back tomorrow night, weather permitting, at 5:45 for our broadcast, 6 o'clock first pitch, and then 10:45 a.m. Saturday, 11 o'clock first pitch for Silver Creek. Our thanks to all of you. Have a great night. As always, go Trojans. We'll talk to you again soon here on Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317